But we'll move on from the Premier League now. Obviously, the Champions League, Europa League, the Conference League all kicks off this week. When you see all these clips come up, when you listen to the podcast, all the European games are back. Adam, I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Who do you think is going to win the Champions League? Who do you think is going to win the Europa League? And who do you think is going to win the Conference League?
We'll start with Conference. Villa are in that, isn't it? Villa are in that one. I'd just be back in Villa. I'm going to go for 3 English teams, I think. This isn't very exciting. Actually, no, I'll go for 2. And then Europa League, I think Liverpool. I think a lot of people's favourites will be for Liverpool for that competition. Again, I think both English teams will just be too strong for their own competitions. Champions League,
Newcastle.
I want to say
Newcastle.
I want to say Barcelona because their defence was very good last season and they've got very good attackers and a good midfield. But it's hard not to go Man City and just be boring.
I think. Do you know what? I think it's going to be an English riot this year. I think Villa, Liverpool, and Man City are the 3 for me that are gonna win it. Again, Real Madrid are the only real ones that can come close for me in terms of matching Manchester City. I don't think there's maybe Bayern Munich with Harry Kane now. Again, Man City are just so good. They just are.
That's what it is. They just look like a machine. And again, PSG have done well in the summer, but you don't know what team's going to turn up with them. And we say it every year. Again, I think they'll get far, but when they draw a big team against a big team, as I said, with Bayern Munich or even like a Newcastle or someone, they've got Newcastle in their group, haven't they?
Yeah.
I think they'll come undone at just some difficult. As soon as it starts going bad for them, they fold. But then they have lost a lot of those players who would, like Verratti, would throw his hands up in the air very quickly. So maybe by losing some of these big personalities, such as Neymar, Verratti, maybe they'll kick on. Who knows? But as I said, I think it'd be an English treble, to be honest with.
It does look that way. But the Ballon d'Or as well, obviously we had the shortlist announced. I mean, there's only really 3 names that are striking everyone's ears at the minute. That's Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, and Lionel Messi. Who do you think is going to win it? Or who do you want to win it? Or I don't know.
I want Messi to win it. I think Messi. I think Messi. I want him for both. I think he answers both my answers. I think he deserves it and he will get it. I think it'll also be down to a bit of sentimental value. I think they'll give it to him as the last.
Ballon d'Or should not be based on sentimental value. Erling Haaland should win it. The bloke has broken the Premier League goal scoring record. In the biggest league in the world, he has broken the Premier League goal scoring record. He has won the Champions League with Manchester City for the first time they've ever won the Champions League. Won the Premier League, won the FA Cup.
I agree. Yeah. I 100% see where we're coming from, but to play devil's advocate, in all the finals, Haaland did nothing, just as a first point. And
personal
if you look at Messi during the World Cup.
Oh my God, but again, he's won the World Cup with Argentina. Yeah, but Erling Haaland has personal accolades.
Won with Man City, with the best team in the world.
Also broke the Premier League goal scoring record. The Premier League is the best league in the world. With the best players.
World Cup's the biggest competition. Well, surely the World Cup's the biggest and most difficult competition. Across 7 games, it's difficult. I don't get me wrong, if Haaland won it, I wouldn't say it's wrong. But I think Messi deserves to win it, and I think he will win it.
I mean, there's arguments for both, isn't there? I think
I don't think you're wrong for saying Haaland, because any other year you wouldn't even debate it. It'd be Haaland all day long. But if it wasn't for the World Cup, and as I said, I think with Messi's stint in the World Cup, he had a decent season as well for PSG stats-wise and stuff. I know it's not the same league and whatever, I know that. And if you want to add in the fact of what he's done in the MLS, again, it's not huge, but it still shows they won a cup and all that stuff. I think he won Player of the Tournament. I don't think he won top goal scorer in the World Cup. It was Mbappe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he got 2 goals but he got 2 goals in the final. Yeah. And was man of the match, I'm pretty sure, in every game he played in, pretty sure. Yeah. So I think it'll be Messi, but as I said, I think it'll be the last one Messi wins, and then it'll be Haaland again for the next however many years, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Ronaldo versus Messi has now gone to Haaland versus Mbappe. That's going to be, I think that's going to be the next one.